guys, we are in the Metropolitan Lounge at Chicago Union Station. It is 4:47, so we're only about 10 minutes away from boarding. So, yeah. And tonight we are traveling on Amtrak 50, the Cardinal, bound for New York. I've actually never ridden this train before, so it should be rather interesting. There'll be a lot of scenery tomorrow, but we'll just get on the train and have dinner and go through some of like rural Indiana, and we'll wake up in West Virginia. And then we supposedly, if on schedule, get in New York at 9:58 p.m., I believe. So.
Items, proceed to the front desk. Take an immediate right, form one single line on the right side of the hallway. An agent will escort you down to your train. If you need great care.
So they're about to do the boarding announcement, but they haven't quite done it, but Jiva's still lined up.
Attention Southwest Service passengers, the 5:18 p.m. departure is boarding on track number 18. Southwest Service, go to track number 18. Attention Southwest Service, your 5:18 is boarding on track 18.
Train 50 the Cardinal, track 26. Train 50 the Cardinal.
Alright, here's our train. I believe we're up front in the sleeper, so. So we got a new baggage dormitory car in the rear of the train. Seats for crew members. And okay, so they have two sleeping cars. Jack, your sleeping car? Which sleeping car? Okay, we'll better find out.
Get on here. Next start in.
Sorry.
Alright, so we're in the car closest to the cafe or whatever.
Business class or business class? Up to the left, or we'll go. No, we're not. Yeah, we're lucky.
We
Got
are?
on the
Right side?
right side.
Bet. Alright, so here's home for the next 28 hours. Alright, so we're basically all settled into the room now. Got everything set up. We're in room number 5. So right now it's 5:37. So we're gonna be moving in like 8 minutes. So yeah. So they just said we're clear for an on-time departure. It's 2 minutes before departure time currently. And yeah. So I'm not sure what this train next to us is. Probably either the Capital. Well, no, I think it just arrived, so it's probably one of the western ones. Either the Southwest Chief or Empire or California Zephyr or something like that. I got little Christmas decorations in the dining car up there.
When you go to dinner, I'll just go ahead and set up. Okay, thanks. All right, thank you. Hi. Hold on to your ticket. Conductor Peter and Justin.
Yes.
Hi, welcome aboard. You
Thank
guys
you.
are going to
New York.
New York Penn all the way. Yeah, me too. All right, well, I'll be your
So
attendant.
we'll be best friends by the end of the...
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. You know how to operate everything here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Roomette.
Okay. You know your meals are included?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
As soon as they come around, scan tickets, then you should be able to go up, but I'll let you know.
Okay.
All right, and then
We
when
can
you
go anytime.
I think the cutoff time is 9:30.
No, but I mean, yeah. We
Yeah,
can
you can go anytime you want.
Right.
Yeah. But as soon as they start, I'll let you guys know.
Okay,
Okay,
great.
and then when you guys go for dinner, I'll just set up the room.
Alright, thank you.
All right,
Thank you.
extra bottles of water over here, orange juice, and coffee in the morning. All right?
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you. Welcome aboard, guys.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is a non-smoking train. Repeat, no smoking on board Amtrak property. Are you on the head?
Seems like they're using all the Metro equipment. Metro. Because it's the rush hour.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is a non-smoking train. Repeat, no smoking on board Amtrak property. Our first scheduled smoke stop, Indianapolis. Once we arrive in Indianapolis, we will make an announcement. Scheduled in Indianapolis about 11:35. That's 11:35 this evening. I will make the announcement when you can step out for your stretch and cigarette break. Again, again, have your tickets out and ready. I'll be coming by to scan your tickets. If it's on your phone, pull that email up at this time so I can scan your card.
I'm good. How about yourself? Good looking. Thank you.
Hello. Hi. All right, party of two all the way.
Yep.
Thank you.
Everyone seems so surprised we're going all the way. Alright, so the engineer just announced over the radio that we're operating under a restrictive signal. Sorry if I sound a bit echoey, I have a Jolly Rancher in my mouth. But, so that means we have to go under 50 miles an hour, which kind of sucks. So, you know, whatever. We're barely outside of Chicago.
We're not even outside of Chicago.
Yeah. So we're still in Chicago, technically, but we're in the outskirts of it. Just going through residential neighborhoods currently. So we're stopping in Dyer, Indiana right now.
Perhaps for the first and last time.
So here we go out of Dyer. I'm assuming they just had to...
I'm dying to get out of Dyer.
You're so funny. I'm assuming that they just had to unload and load coach passengers because they did not pull ahead for the sleepers. So. So we're walking over to the dining car. Thankfully, we're only one car behind it, although, yes. No, it's not. There's another one.
Oh, yeah?
Here's the menu. Currently eating dinner in the dining car.
Yeah, it's like an hour. Wait,
So headed back from dinner now. We just left Rensselaer. This is our sleeping car. Supposedly, the room attendant turned down the bed. And she did. Great. So, let's do a little tour of the interior of the sleeping car. So here we got the car attendant's room. Here we got the shower, which I'm planning on using tonight. Here we got coffee in the morning and orange juice. So these are all of the roomettes. This is normally lit. And here are the bedrooms. And then this at the end of the car is the accessible bedroom. So this is our car. So we're a little bit of ways outside Marone. We're near Chalmers, Indiana. And we're racing cars along State Road 43. And we're winning. Since I think maximum authorized speed here is 80 miles per hour and we're doing that. Some light over there is flashing. I'm not sure what the hell that is. But, here, let me check on satellite. It seems to... Yeah, I still have no clue. So, you see that red thing flickering on and off. I don't know what that is. Oh, it could be solar panels or something. It's an awful lot of solar panels. So we're now in Lafayette, Indiana. It's like 9:19. So yeah.
CSX Equipment Defect Detector Milepost 113.3. No defects. No defects. Total axle 40. End of transmission.
Alright, so now we're officially off the Monroe sub. Alright, I'm gonna go take a shower. So I just got back from my shower. It was pretty nice, but the water was kind of spazzy. So, you know, whatever. So right now we're stopped in Lafayette, Indiana. And, I'm not sure how late we're running. I'll check back with you after I check on my phone, but, yeah. And I'm probably gonna hit the hay soon because there's really nothing much else to do. You know, the lounge car closed, so, and me not really thinking ahead didn't like download any movies or anything, and the Wi-Fi on this train is hopeless, so yeah.
Nice factory.
Mm-hmm. Whatever the hell it is. Alright Alright, good morning, guys. It is 7:21 a.m. and it looks as if we're pulling into or near Huntington, West Virginia. This is the state capital. So actually, we already stopped at Huntington. I was just asleep for that. So, yeah. That was us pulling out of Huntington. And now we're pretty much officially out of it. So I'm gonna head over to the lounge car, or the, sleeper lounge, or whatever they call it, for maybe some breakfast and stuff like that. So I'm now walking to the dining car for some breakfast.
I was nervous.
So I just found out that town that we passed back there was Babarsville, which is seems to be a suburb of Huntington. Sure, it's like the Ohio River or something.
The Ohio?
Yeah.
That would make sense because we've been following the Ohio since Kansas.
So we're now rolling through St. Albans, West Virginia. Looking like pretty much every other town around here. here we are in the state capital of Charleston, West Virginia. Earlier I mentioned that Huntington was the state capital, and that is in fact incorrect. It is the biggest city, yet it's not the state capital, so.
You know what this reminds me of?
So the room attendant still hasn't made the room up yet, so I'm just chilling on the upper bunk still. And we're finally pulling out of Charleston 7 or 9 minutes late, so that's nice. Here we are in beautiful Marmet, West Virginia.
Do you think that has something to do with why it's so blue green?
I wouldn't be surprised.
There is something called Bluestone. It says, in West Virginia, the Bluestone River meets the New River just before Bluestone Dam. So that's kind of interesting.
So it seems as if they overshot the station by quite a bit because normally they board coach passengers first, and the station, the platform, is back there, and coach is currently ahead of us. So I'm not sure how they're gonna do this. Maybe they figured it out. Who knows? This whole area seems to be rather economically depressed, though.
Just electric. I think I'm charging now. Okay. Oh, that's pretty.
Rivers always flow to the ocean.
Yes. This could, no, actually.
One of the main mountain carbon.
about no barges getting around this thing. So before we were following the Kanawha River, and now the Gauley River, I believe it's called. Here we got a coal train, but now we're officially paralleling the new river because the Gauley River split off over there in the town of Kanawha, or West Virginia. But we have some beautiful views of the river out the window.
This would be a good Instagram post. Right? We're going to slow on purpose so you can see this. No, it's because we're going to our house. Could be that way. To be life producing. You know, they said that it once nanosecond had been off. We've been off that 1 nanosecond. It wouldn't pop. I don't know how true that is.
I believe we have arrived in Thurmond, West Virginia, and it seems as if we've immediately left. So this town has a population of 5 people, and it's also home to the National Park Services New River Gorge Visitor Center. So that's pretty much why they have a stop here. Alright, so we got the room all made up, and now that we have, I'm gonna give you guys a bit of a tour, but just for reference, we are in between the town of Thurmond and Prince along the New River, so that's where we are. So here you have the toilet and the sink. Oh, first off, this is a Viewliner Roomette. The bedrooms are a bit different. So you have a sliding door that you can only lock from the inside. Here's the room light. So you lock it like this and put this latch over it. So like that. And then here you got the toilet. Here you got the sink. It's a folding sink. So hot, cold, and when you fold it up, the water drains out the back, and you latch it up. Here are the towels, toilet paper, soap, stuff like that. Up there's the upper bunk, a bunch of crap up there. So here you got the 2 seats, and you got a tray table that folds out like so. So here's what the tray table looks like when it's fully extended. And yep, and then we just have a little power strip that plugs in to the outlet over by the sink over there. You can see the cord. So So the conductor just announced that we are arriving in Prince, West Virginia. And we have. But
Population 3.
the station is on the other side of the train, so we're not going to get a good look of Prince.
I saw him in concert.
But for the videos I've seen, it's really not a town at all. It's just a train station, so not missing much. So we're departing Prince now. Next stop, I believe, is Alderson, but I could be wrong on that. Let me double check.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. So we're in Mount Hope, West Virginia right now, and we're about to cross under some highway, not sure what. So it looks as if we're branching away from the new river. It's still over there, I think. Oh no, it's right here. No. Yeah, that's it, I think. So yeah. And the next station stop will actually be Hinton, West Virginia, not Alderson, as I previously thought. So.
For your personal belongings, please watch your step while detraining. We appreciate your patronage and thank you for traveling Amtrak and have a great day. Ladies and gentlemen, as a reminder, the train is full today. We will need every seat. Do not change seats. These seats are going to fill up as we get out of the road. We appreciate your cooperation. Kent is next. Thank you.
So the conductor just made the announcement they're arriving in Hinton, West Virginia. And the EOT is going off. So we're coming to a stop here in Hinton. It seems to be a bit of a town across the river too. So right now we're in Pent Springs, West Virginia. We've gone away from the river and are now just going through the hills. So we just pulled into Alderson, West Virginia. Let's go take a look at what the station looks like. Can't really see a station.
shut
Alderson, West Virginia.
Have you met our president of the society, Todd? He's a nice fellow. Real straight.
There's a scenery in the dinner. And it's got complete story dedication in the opening of the station in Prince, June the 26th, 1946. It was a woman that founded a yard sale and she bought it and gave it. She didn't live there, so she knew I was there. She
Put Howard's picture in there. Confidant, so work.
That's what she says.
Alright, we're now at lunch in the flexible dining car. So, the next stop, let me check.
Alright, sounds good.
Next stop is White Sulphur Springs, West Virginia.
2 chickens, 1 kid's pasta.
Hey Siri? Hey Siri? Where am I? So we're in Ronceverte, West Virginia. It looks like that used to be an old station.
Yeah.
So we're right now in Coldwell, West Virginia. I think we're nearing White Sulphur Springs, West Virginia, which is our next stop. We're running around 12 minutes late, or we were in Alderson.
How are we doing over here, guys? Doing all right? Everything's
great.
Nice. Thank you. Ben, doing okay?
We're having lunch in the dining car.
I was going to say, did y'all smile at him a little bit better than I did?
You think no, you?
No.
Because
So we're departing White Sulphur Springs right now.
White Sulphur, 1 track, fuel 50,
what's up with Santa Line?
Ohio, so Buckeyes play tomorrow. Hey, bro, how you doing? Happy holiday. Oh yeah, you okay? Yeah, it's good, bro. As long as you hanging, we definitely rolling. There you go, bro. Hey, Kelly, where's the Bears at? You got to say the Bears. What time?
I don't even know how to do it. I guess get the timetable up, try to figure it out. It'd be kind of hard going down the road 80 mile an hour, you know, try to figure out where you're at.
That's where it was.
Oh, yeah.
Get it involved. That's really, you thought
this is some guys I work
yeah,
with, you know.
I get it.
But I mean, you know, still those, I still like to run the train car job down at Russell, CSX. They're working on the track. Some of them guys, you know, they got mad because they just turned in cut off most of the time. Well, that's nice to know. Still down south, living down?
Roanoke.
Roanoke?
Yeah, but I get up to him right now. Hopefully I'll see more of him.
Yeah. Well, I hadn't seen you there for a while. If I know that, I might be losing my face or something before I come out here today. Yeah.
What the hell is this?
It's a factory of some sort. West Rock. Could be like a trash burning plant.
Yeah. A lot of coal trains.
I think we might be the only. We might be the only people going all the way.
Yeah. Here we are in Clifton Forge, Virginia. Nothing that special. Alright, I'm gonna go back to the room now.
What's on the other side? The station?
Yeah, just the station.
So we're now leaving Clifton Forge, Virginia. So we're now on the Buckingham Branch Railroad, and instead of continuously welded rail, these are jointed rails, so it's very bumpy, but you know, it's only temporary. We've slowed down for a unknown reason, and now we're just cruising along at a like solid 15 miles an hour. So that's lovely. They have these wires on the side of the like rock faces to prevent rocks from falling onto the tracks. And if the rocks do, then it trips the wire and it sends a stop signal to the dispatch or to the train crews on the signal. So that prevents a lot of accidents. The conductor left the window open. So taking a brief look at the schedule, our next stop will be Staunton, Virginia in about 40 minutes. And from there, it's another hour and 7 minutes to Charlottesville, where we will have supposedly a 9-minute layover. So I may go take a photo of the engine at Charlottesville. And we get into Washington, or stops after Charlottesville are Culpeper, Manassas, and Alexandria. And then we get into Washington at 6, I'm trying to read this and the track's so bumpy, 6:19. And then we go along the northeast quarter and we get into New York at 9:58 p.m. if on schedule. So that's the itinerary for the rest of our trip. The best of the views are pretty much over by now. It's just going to be pretty much rural farmland from now on until we get to the suburbs of DC and a bit in Charlottesville. it'll get more populated. But for now, just this. And then when we get on the Northeast Corridor, it's obviously very populated. I believe we go on the Buckingham Branch Railroad, which we're on right now, from here to either Staunton or Charlottesville, but then we hook up with Norfolk Southern, heading into Manassas. So, and then we hook up back with CSX in Alexandria. So here we are arriving in beautiful Staunton, Virginia. The station looks like it's on the other side, so we might go and check that out. Who knows why they have that fence right there. We have a restricting signal. I believe we're going to a siding to meet a freight train. Not really sure. It's unclear from the radio. So it turns out we're meeting the other Cardinal here, train 51. So that's why we have a restricting signal. And now it looks like we have a stop indication. So we're departing the siding after meeting Amtrak 51, the other Cardinal.
Yeah, everything did, but there's a big rock right up against the top of that. Also, Marvin is going to be riding to Clifton, and we left you a present with Stan. Neither one. One that you're going to absolutely love.
So right now we're nearing Charlottesville, Virginia. The Amtrak app is saying that we're going to get into Charlottesville 8 minutes early, and that is in 10 minutes. That was a Buckingham Branch Railroad defect detector that just went off.
By the east end of Alderson.
So we're getting ready to get off in Charlottesville. We've gained quite the delay of like 15 or 20 minutes. Thanks to stopping again. A lot of people on here in Charlottesville, Virginia.
Just give you a heads up.
So half an hour late, we're departing Charlottesville. As we saw on the platform, there were a bunch of people getting on. Way too many to handle in 9 minutes. So we have what appears to be a slow order through Gordonsville, Virginia. Not sure why.
I haven't really been paying attention.
1579, east on the main clear, 3.2. That's correct.
Alright, so the dispatcher just announced that we're at Orange, so this is where we part ways from the Buckingham Branch Railroad, and now we are on Norfolk Southern. So we should be merging with Norfolk Southern in just a few moments. So here's downtown, or not downtown, but you know, some of Orange, Virginia.
North on the main clear, Buda.
Gals, how you doing, brother? Doing pretty good, man. How about yourself?
You know me out here, man.
Y'all getting ready? Yeah, it was pretty neat. How about you?
Yeah, man. You know, just trying to raise my pocket.
So, hey, brother, trailer, we're good. You got it.
That's nice infrastructure. We've already got.
This is Culpeper now,
Here we are in Culpeper, Virginia. We passed Norfolk Southern 228 back there.
Norfolk Southern, milepost 64.4, no defects.
Coming up on Manassas Yard. Where Manassas Yard's right here. And we're here. So.
Ladies and gentlemen, in a few moments we'll be arriving at Manassas, Virginia. Our next station stop in just a few moments. If Manassas is your station stop, take this time, gather all your personal items, check in and around your seat, as well as your equipment, track all your personal items, please exit the train as directed by the crew. And all doors will open.
All right, thank you for your generosity. Thanks. Thanks for the movie. This one approved.
Oh, thanks.
So we're leaving Alexandria now, or we might just be pulling ahead. I think we're just pulling ahead. But, I was here like a month ago for Thanksgiving, and the hotel is like right across the street, so we're gonna get to see that. So that'll be cool.
Equipment defect detected. Milepost 106.4. Track 3. No defects. No defects. Total axle 2. 810 of transmission. Emergency 313, no defects. We got to push beam in the cabin over.
There's the hotel.
Wow.
Captain, try 186. Ready, checker.
We're running down there first. So that was 42 veterans unit. The door's not opening. There's 606. There we have it. Well, here's 606. The dude wouldn't let me cross the tracks. Alright, so we're still in Washington. Washington, D.C. alone has been a huge success. First off, we saw the Veterans Unit departing on, I think, the Silver Star. And then
I think that was the Babbling Brook private car on the back of the Silver Star. And I just realized right now that I think that's an FRA inspection train. Or no, that's the corridor clipper. So that's cool. And we also saw a 606. Seen so many Amtrak heritage tunes on this. Alright, so we're leaving Washington now. So that was the engine that we had before, engine 79.
Is where we hung.
So around New Carrollton, I think. And it's pretty dark out, so you can't really see much. And yeah. I might not do as much filming now since there's really nothing to see because it's so dark out. Plus, I've done more than a few videos on the Northeast Corridor between DC and New York, so yeah. So we're coming up on Baltimore, Maryland. We're about to go into one of the BNP tunnels. The announcement's barely audible. Baltimore is all the way over there. So now we're in the tunnels. And yeah. So we have to go through like 3 of these. This is one of the projects that is in Amtrak's Gateway program, which is designed to fix the infrastructure on the Northeast Corridor. And right now, freight trains use this tunnel, and right now, double stack intermodal trains cannot go through there, so that's also another consideration. So, and here we enter another tunnel. Welcome to Baltimore.
There's the station.
So we're right outside of Wilmington now. We crossed the Susquehanna River. It's a bit of a bumpy ride, but that's understandable since we're going 110 miles an hour. So we're now approaching Philadelphia. We just passed Eddystone. And yeah, so the time's flying by pretty quick. After 28 hours, or more like 26, you don't really notice 4 hours as much. So,
After Philadelphia, I'm gonna start packing up all my stuff, but for the time being, I'm just gonna chill out.
Yes.
Yep.
Come in and just do the beds.
So since the whatchamacallit, the room attendant has kicked us out to put the beds or organize the bedding, since we put that up earlier this morning. But the train is pretty vacant since a lot of people have gotten off. So we're just chilling in this extra room. Here's the famous Trenton makes the world takes sign crossing the Delaware River. Here we are in Trenton, New Jersey. This is the start of the end of the
beginning.
New Jersey Transit Northeast Corridor line running into New York City. We're just now leaving Newark. We're now on the final stretch to New York. So we just crossed Portal Bridge and we're about to go through Secaucus. You can't see a single thing. Just flew over Norfolk Southern's Croxton Yard. So, if we're on time, we're due into Penn Station in 7 minutes, which is realistic. But we might be a few minutes late, which is okay.
No, it's not. It's unacceptable.